In a world where relationships crumble and connections fade, Stoicism, the ultimate antidote to the turbulence of modern relationships, empowers you to rise above the storm and forge unbreakable bonds with those around you. In this video, you will no longer be held hostage by the whims of others. Instead, you will discover the art of focusing on what truly matters, harnessing the power within to steer your relationships towards unrivaled strength and fulfillment. Before we embark on this journey together, I would be immensely grateful if you could take a moment to express your support by liking this video. Your simple gesture holds incredible power, as it fuels my mission to propagate the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy to a wider audience. If you haven't already subscribed, I highly recommend you join our community. By subscribing and ringing the notification bell, you ensure that you stay connected and never miss any of the upcoming videos. Now let's start. The first step in applying Stoic teachings to improve relationships is to understand and practice the core principles of this philosophy. 1. Focus on the present moment to improve relationships. Stoicism, with its focus on living in the present moment, offers profound insights into enhancing our relationships. It teaches us to release past regrets and anxieties about the future, concentrating instead on the current moment. This approach is especially transformative in our interactions with others. Often we find ourselves physically present but mentally elsewhere during conversations with our partners, friends, or family, leading to miscommunications and a sense of disconnect. By practicing mindfulness and being fully present, we can fortify these bonds and deepen our understanding of our loved ones. Consider the stark contrast between a distracted dinner with your partner, where preoccupation with work leads to shallow responses and a lack of connection, versus a meal where you are fully engaged, listening attentively, and actively participating in the conversation. This wholehearted presence enriches the interaction, fostering laughter, meaningful dialogue, and a stronger sense of unity. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, encapsulated this idea by stating, "The present moment is all that we have and all that we should strive to make the most of." By embracing this principle, we create room for genuine connections. The next time you find yourself mentally drifting in a conversation, remember to focus on the now, engage with active listening, and show sincere interest. This not only enriches your relationships, but also aligns with the Stoic belief, as expressed by Epictetus, that effective communication involves listening more and speaking less by harnessing the power of the present. Watch as your relationships flourish with newfound depth and comprehension, to acceptance of what is beyond our control, to improve relationships. Stoicism's principle of accepting what is beyond our control is a powerful tool in enhancing relationships, offering a path to reduce conflict and improve communication. This philosophy teaches us that while we cannot change or control others, we can adapt our reactions and responses. For instance, consider a partner who is notoriously messy, leaving a trail of clutter rather than persistently trying to change their habits, which often leads to arguments. Stoicism encourages acceptance. This doesn't mean tolerating the mess, but understanding that your partner's tidiness is outside your control. Instead, focus on how you manage your reactions and establish practical solutions, like designated areas for personal items. Another example is dealing with a family member who holds different political views. In such scenarios, Stoicism advises against fruitless attempts to change their beliefs, which can create tension and distance. Instead, accept these differences as beyond your control, focusing on maintaining a respectful dialogue and appreciating the other aspects of your relationship. Similarly, if a colleague at work has a different approach to completing tasks, instead of getting frustrated or trying to impose your methods, Stoicism suggests acceptance. Acknowledge that their work style is their own, and concentrate on adapting your collaborative efforts to be more harmonious. These examples embody the Stoic belief articulated by Epictetus. Some things are within our power, while others are not. By accepting what we cannot control, we can redirect our energy towards self-improvement and enhancing our own reactions. As Seneca pointed out, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Letting go of the desire to control others in our relationships can free us from unnecessary stress and conflict, leading to deeper, more fulfilling connections. 3. Practice self-awareness to improve relationships. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-awareness, offers invaluable lessons for enhancing our relationships. By introspecting and understanding our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, we can recognize their impact on our interactions. For example, if you tend to react defensively to constructive criticism from your partner, self-awareness enables you to pause and consider the reasons behind this defensiveness. This reflective process can transform how you respond, opening the door to more constructive and empathetic communication. Self-awareness also plays a pivotal role in identifying and modifying negative patterns that might be straining relationships. Recognizing our triggers and emotional responses helps in managing our reactions and finding healthier ways of expression. Such awareness fosters deeper understanding and empathy, strengthening the bonds with those around us. To further illustrate, consider these scenarios. A friend who always cancels plans last minute, leaving you feeling unappreciated and upset, instead of reacting in frustration. Self-awareness allows you to understand your feelings and address the issue calmly. Or a colleague whose blunt remarks often trigger irritation in you. By being self-aware, you can understand why these remarks bother you and approach the situation with a more balanced perspective, reducing unnecessary workplace tension. Epictetus, his wisdom. Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly, underscores the importance of self-awareness in personal growth and relationship improvement. By dedicating time to self-reflection and understanding, we not only enhance our interactions but also cultivate deeper connections and empathy with others. Embrace the journey of self-awareness and observe the positive changes it brings to your relationships. Manage expectations to improve relationships. Stoicism's approach to managing expectations is a powerful tool in enhancing relationships. It teaches us to find happiness internally rather than relying on external factors, including the actions and behaviors of those around us. This philosophy becomes especially relevant in our interpersonal connections, where unmet expectations can lead to disappointment and resentment. For example, imagine expecting your partner to always know what you need without expressing it. This unvoiced expectation can lead to misunderstandings and frustration. By managing this expectation and communicating your needs openly, you foster a healthier and more transparent relationship. Similarly, consider the expectations we often place on friends to always be available. When a friend can't meet these expectations due to their commitments, it could lead to feelings of neglect. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the time spent together without harboring unrealistic expectations of constant availability. In family dynamics, managing expectations is equally crucial. Parents might expect their children to follow specific career paths, but this pressure can strain relationships. Embracing Stoicism means accepting and supporting your child's choices, even if they diverge from your expectations in professional settings. To managing expectations is vital. For instance, expecting a coworker to always agree with your ideas can lead to workplace conflicts. By understanding and respecting diverse opinions, you create a more harmonious and productive work environment. Ultimately, Stoicism reminds us to appreciate the efforts and actions of our loved ones for what they are, rather than expecting them to fulfill every need or desire. This shift in perspective not only reduces disappointment, but also nurtures gratitude and deeper connections. Remember, as Epictetus advises, happiness depends upon ourselves. By managing our expectations and finding contentment within, we improve and enrich our relationships. 5. Practice empathy and compassion to improve relationships. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of treating others with empathy and compassion. In relationships, this means understanding and acknowledging the emotions and experiences of our loved ones. By practicing empathy, we can build a deeper understanding and connection with our partners, friends, and family. This also means showing compassion towards others, especially during difficult times. Instead of judging or criticizing, Stoicism teaches us to approach others with kindness and understanding. 6. Communicate effectively to improve relationships. Effective communication is essential for any healthy relationship. Stoicism teaches us to use our words wisely and to think before we speak. By practicing self-awareness and managing our expectations, we can communicate more effectively with our loved ones. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can use Stoic principles to approach conflicts calmly and communicate our thoughts and feelings in a respectful manner. This can prevent misunderstandings and improve the overall quality of our relationships. 7. Practice gratitude to improve relationships. Stoicism's emphasis on gratitude is a vital component in enriching our relationships. This philosophy encourages us to cherish and express appreciation for the presence of our loved ones in our lives. By focusing on gratitude, we can transform our relationships into more positive, fulfilling, and stronger bonds. Consider various scenarios where practicing gratitude can make a significant difference in a romantic relationship. Acknowledging and appreciating the small things your partner does, like making coffee in the morning, or sending a thoughtful message, can deepen your connection. Expressing gratitude for these gestures fosters a nurturing and appreciative atmosphere with friends. A simple act of gratitude, such as acknowledging their support during tough times, or appreciating their presence at important events, can reinforce the bonds of friendship. It's about recognizing their value in your life and showing that their efforts don't go unnoticed. In family dynamics, expressing gratitude can bridge gaps and heal old wounds. For instance, thanking your parents for their guidance or acknowledging the siblings' help can create a more harmonious family life. It's about seeing beyond past disagreements and focusing on the positive aspects of your relationships. In professional settings, showing appreciation to colleagues for their assistance or to a mentor for their guidance can build stronger, more respectful professional relationships. Recognizing others' contributions and efforts in the workplace can create a positive and collaborative environment. By practicing gratitude, we align with Stoic teachings that remind us to value what we have. Expressing genuine gratitude not only enhances our relationships but also nurtures a sense of contentment and joy within ourselves. It's about moving away from taking things for granted and toward a more mindful appreciation of the people in our lives. In conclusion, Stoicism offers valuable teachings that can be applied to improve relationships by focusing on the present moment, accepting what is beyond our control, practicing self-awareness, managing expectations, showing empathy and compassion, communicating effectively, and expressing gratitude. We can build stronger and more meaningful connections with our partners, friends, and family. So let us embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and use it to create more fulfilling and harmonious relationships in our lives.